everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and today I am doing a sit down video to talk to you guys about my service dog regrets. I always feel like on social media people only share the highlights. It becomes this huge highlight reel when that is actually not the reality, the full picture of service dog training. There are so many ups and downs and it is scary to show the downs or like admit like, hey, I did something wrong, but I think it's helpful and helps one another, especially if you're an owner trainer. I was a service dog, or I guess still am a service dog owner trainer, and I mean, learning from your mistakes or other people's mistakes helps so much. So I hope that's what you get from this video, is that if you are looking to get a service dog, you just got a service dog in training and you're an owner trainer, that you can learn from me and my mistakes or just things I wish I did a little differently. Or if you are already an established service dog team, that you can kind of relate to some of these things that I will be sharing today. If you like this video and appreciate that I am sharing some of the not so good side of service dog training or my service dog training journey, then give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed down below so you will not miss an upload. And you can also join our Paws of Purpose fam that we're building over here. And without further ado, let's get into the 4 regrets that I have about Moose's service dog training journey. So the first regret is kind of one, kind of not, because you don't know what you don't know, but I wish I knew about health testing and temperament testing when I was looking for a puppy. I did not know about any of this, and this is not to say that there's anything wrong with Moose's breeder. I think she's fabulous. I did the Embark genetic health testing on Moose for fun a couple years back and it came back 100% healthy, so I just got lucky. But that is not always the case for other people, so I wanted to include this just to make you aware if you're looking for a puppy to ask for those things. Ask for health testing, ask if they temperament test, things like that. Again, I just got super lucky, but that could have not been the case, and obviously Moose was meant to be in my life, so it would have happened if I knew or not. But yeah, I always have people asking me for Moose's breeder. They're looking for a Bernedoodle puppy and they ask me like, oh, what kind of health testing does that breeder do? And I just have to be honest and say, honestly, I don't know, because I didn't know about that stuff, so I didn't ask, and I just got lucky and I did do the Embark. You know, I explain all that. He's 100% genetically healthy. So yeah, if you are looking for a puppy, I would just definitely ask about those things. So going on to my second regret, I wish I documented our journey more. I did have an Instagram for Moose. Well, I still have it. It's still up and running. It's just changed names. It used to be Big Apple Bernedoodle. Now it is the Paws of Purpose. But I wish I just wasn't as nervous or just had more confidence in having a service dog or training a service dog. I was just very nervous about people finding out, and I don't know why. It's not a big deal, or I don't know what I was thinking, but I was just nervous about what other people would think, and I wish I just had the confidence to not care what others thought. I did document on our Instagram, which is at the Paws of Purpose, and if you want to scroll all the way down, all of his like puppy pictures and everything I have posted in Moose's life is still there. But I would just wish I did more, and yeah, I just wasn't as nervous. And then I also wish I made more YouTube videos and kind of stuck with YouTube. Then I think like now, if I were to look back at those videos, I just wish I had those. I do have 2 that I made, and then I took them down. They're up now if you want to watch them. I think it's like service dog in training goes to Central Park, and then service dog in training graduates from basic obedience. So I made those 2, and I wish I just stuck with it more. I love making videos and I love doing, I mean, it's a passion of mine to be creative and also about my dog. So I mean, YouTube is a great way for me to combine those 2, and it's also just great to like look back on those videos. I watched those 2 old videos and I just wish I had more. And again, it's a confidence thing. I just thought, oh, what are people gonna think? And so I stopped making videos and took them down, when literally everyone and their mom is on social media making YouTube videos. Like, it's not as taboo now as it was several years back. But yeah, if you are wanting to document your service dog journey and training journey, whatever, if you want to start making YouTube videos, do it. Like, stop thinking what other people are thinking and just go for it. And if they think it's weird, then, you know, they're not meant to be your friend or meant to be in your life or anything like that. But yeah, if you have a service dog in training and you want to post about them, or just in general, if you're nervous about what people will think that you have a service dog, I mean, easier said than done for sure, but I just wish that I didn't care so much. And now, you know, I don't care what people think about it, and people are, I mean, most of the time nice about it. They think actually it's cool and they ask questions, and it's actually a really great opportunity to share just what a dog can do and how a dog has changed your life and saved your life and things like that. So yeah, I've not had many negative experiences about people finding out that I have a service dog. Most people really don't care. So yeah, I wish I just thought about it differently, had a different perspective on it like I do now. All right, so the third regret is a training mistake. It is my fault. I didn't know any better, but I'm still seeing the repercussions of it 2.5, 3 years later now, and that is escalators. I wish I handled them differently than I did. Again, I didn't know any better, but when Moose and I started our service dog training journey, I would take him to pet-friendly places, and we were in a Marshall's, which I don't even know if that's pet-friendly, but yeah, they didn't say anything. I don't know, it was New York, so who knows. But we were in a Marshall's, and in New York, obviously they don't have space this way, so they build up. So we were in a Marshall's. It was 2-story, maybe 3-story. Anyways, there's escalators, and I did nothing to prepare him for it. We had never trained this, and I was just kind of like, get on, and pulled him on, and now he is still terrified of them. He did not get caught, which that's like the main reason you should not take your service dog on an escalator, especially if they're not trained for it. I know you can train your dogs to go on them in a safe manner, but I did not do that whatsoever. I was just kind of like, let's go. And yeah, I definitely regret that, because now Moose, like, if we're in a say the escalator is here, he will like avoid it as much as possible. There are some at school, obviously I know better, we do not use them. But yeah, thankfully that issue is something that I don't have to encounter every day. Like, I've never have to take an escalator. There's always an elevator option, which I am lucky on that end, and he's not very reactive to it. But yeah, he will just, if he sees an escalator, he is making it big, like he is avoiding it as much as possible, and that is my fault. And something, yeah, that I did not train well, and I wish I knew better, because I mean, he was a puppy when that happened, and again, like, he didn't get caught in it or anything, but obviously it's a moving surface and just very unnatural to happen, especially in a dog's world. It's just not natural for the floor to move, and I did not train it well or at all, and was just kind of like, hop on, let's go. And yeah, I wish I did that differently. So if you are in the training process, then yeah, just be careful of that, mindful of that. Make sure you train it, or just don't do escalators at all, or start with making sure your dog is okay around escalators before even attempting to move on. Don't do what I did and just be like, come on, let's go. So yeah, that's me being real honest right there. Alright, so the fourth and final regret that I have about Moose's service dog training journey was just being more clear as to when people could pet him. So Moose's indicator for when he's working is when he has his gear on, and I just feel like I could have handled it differently. I don't mind sometimes if people ask. I do not like it when people just go up to my dog and pet him. Like, I mean, Moose is not aggressive whatsoever, but you should never go up to a dog you don't know and just start petting him. So anyways, sorry, that could be a whole rant, but anyways, I don't mind it if people ask and I say yes, and I'm good about saying no if like, no, he's working. That's kind of, you know, what I say. No, not right now, he's working, or I'm in college, so sometimes the kids or professors will ask and I'll say no, but when we're leaving, like on the way home, I don't mind, you know, we're leaving and going home, but right now, you know, he's working and we're in class, so no. So I'm good about that. But I think that maybe I should have, like, if someone's going to pet him, to take his gear off. And I think that's just like laziness on my part too, the hassle of taking his gear off, putting it back on, things like that, when it's just easy. If like I am saying yes, you can pet him, just so like, okay, go say hi. I have started doing that though, and Moose has gotten a lot better about it, where he sits and he just stares at me, and then I'm like, okay, go say hi, and he goes up to the person. So that was kind of my maybe like workaround or fix for it. Part of it is Moose's personality. He loves people. He has never met a stranger, and that's something that I love about him. He is very outgoing. He is a good service dog, and he works and he does like what he needs to when I ask and stuff. But his default, like when he's not working, his gear's off, we're at home, he loves people, he loves to be around my family. And so part of it is Moose's personality. But yeah, if you are a service dog owner and you can relate to that, or you feel like, oh, I've messed up, you haven't messed up. I will just say it is harder to untrain something and then retrain it, instead of just being very clear from the beginning. But my kind of fix for that is the, okay, go say hi, or he has to sit before greeting someone, and that has worked well for us. Again, I don't mind when people ask, and yeah, we're not in the middle of something or we're leaving, I don't mind at all. But yeah, I just could have been way clearer about maybe like taking his gear off. Even though it is a hassle, in the long run it would pay off. But yeah, I definitely could have been more clear and just gone about it differently. So yeah, so those are my service dog regrets, things I wish I did differently or knew more about. And I hope you guys can relate or just appreciate the honesty. No one's service dog journey is perfect. Every single one has regrets, and I wish people would share them more. So I hope you liked this video. I hope this was helpful if you are starting your service dog training journey, or relatable if you are a service dog owner. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye friends.